Pick the wrong all-terrain tire and your highway commute becomes a nightmare. We tested 5 head-to-head using fresh 2026 real-world data. One of these quietly destroys your fuel economy. One rides like a dream on pavement and still handles serious trail. We are ranking them worst to first, and number 1 genuinely surprised us. Pick the wrong all-terrain tire and you will feel it every single day. Highway drone that turns a 40-minute commute into a headache. Tread that cups and scallops inside 18 months because the compound was never built for pavement miles. And if it rains hard, really hard, an aggressive tread pattern with no real siping will push water aside instead of channeling it through. That is hydroplaning. That is losing control. That is a mistake that costs you way more than the price of a tire. We investigated so you do not have to guess. 6 all-terrain tires, ranked on real-world noise, wear, wet grip, and highway manners. By the end of this, you will know exactly which one belongs on your truck and which ones to scroll right past. Coming in at number 5, and not in a good way. If long highway stretches are most of your driving, this one will cost you more than you expect. This is the Pirelli Scorpion All-Terrain Plus in 275/60 R20, sitting at $239.06 a tire. Pirelli is a legendary name, nobody disputes that, but a great brand on the wrong application is still the wrong tire. Here is the problem. Buyers consistently report that highway noise becomes a real issue at sustained speeds. That is the trade-off Pirelli quietly baked in here. The tread pattern is aggressive enough to handle light off-road work, but that same aggression turns into cabin drone the moment you hit the interstate. It has earned a 4.5 out of 5 across over 1,100 reviews, so it is not a bad tire. It is a misapplied tire. If your truck rarely leaves pavement and your commute is 45 minutes of highway each way, you will feel that decision every single morning. Skip it for daily highway duty. But the next tire on this list actually starts solving the noise problem without giving up the bite. Coming in at number 4, the Travelstar Ecopath AT in 275/55 R20. And this is where the list starts getting serious. If you want all-terrain attitude on the weekends without punishing your ears out all week on the highway, this set is worth a hard look. $657.99 for 4 tires. That price alone stops people mid-scroll, and honestly it should. That is a full set, road-ready, with a 50,000-mile treadwear warranty and a 3-year road hazard warranty baked right in. That last part matters more than people realize. A blowout at mile 800 is not your problem when you have 3 years of hazard coverage behind you. The upgraded tread compound and optimized pattern are specifically built to smooth out highway driving and pull down road noise compared to the previous generation design. Buyers back that up with a 4.6 out of 5 across 426 reviews. The UTQ G5 2OAB rating tells you this rubber is built to last, not just to look tough. Is it the most data-rich tire on this list? No, which is exactly why it sits at 4 and not higher. But the one at number 3 has a track record that removes all the guesswork. Coming in at number 3, if your daily grind is long highway miles in a loaded-up light truck, this one removes the doubt. The Armstrong Tru-Trac HT in LT 275/70 R18, running right at $130. That price is almost suspicious for what you are getting. Load range E, 10-ply rated. That means this tire is built to carry serious weight without squirming under the stress. You feel that confidence on a fully loaded haul. The sidewall doesn't flex and wobble, it holds. The all-season highway designation tells you exactly where this tire lives. Long-distance commutes, interstate miles, real-world loads, and 65,000 miles of rated tread life backs that up. That is not a short-term tire. That is a set you put on and largely forget about for years. Buyers are rating it 4.6 out of 5 across 184 reviews, and that kind of score on a working truck tire means people are actually living with it and reporting back happy. The honest caveat, if you spend serious time off the pavement, this is not your tire. It is a highway specialist, full stop. But for the long-haul commuter hauling real weight every week, it earns its spot here. And the one at number 2 is where conviction turns into something close to a no-brainer. Coming in at number 2, the tire that genuinely caught us off guard. If you want serious all-terrain capability without torching your budget, meet the Lexani Terrain Beast AT in LT 245/75 R16, and it sits at just over $100 a corner. That price alone stops people cold. 4.5 stars across 718 reviews backs it up. This is not a compromised tire. Lexani engineered full-depth sipes running the entire life of the tread, not just the top layer. That means grip that stays consistent whether the tire is brand new or halfway worn. Deep evacuation grooves expel water and slush fast, so wet roads don't become a gamble. You feel that confidence through the wheel on a rain-soaked highway ramp. The all-weather compound keeps it planted when temperatures drop and conditions get ugly. Now, the honest note, Lexani is not the oldest name in the segment, and long-term wear data is thinner than on legacy brands. If you're running extreme mileage every year, that matters. But for the driver who wants genuine all-terrain performance at a price that doesn't sting, this is almost unfair value. The number one pick, though, that's where the whole comparison locks in. Coming in at number 1, the Blackhawk Ridgecrawler HT02 All-Season 245/65 R17. At $89, this tire should not be this good, but here we are. If you drive a light truck or SUV and you want year-round confidence without paying premium prices, this is the one. Blackhawk engineered the HT02 with an optimized tread pattern and rubber compound that absorbs road vibration before it reaches the cabin. That means smooth, quiet highway miles, exactly what commuters and weekend haulers need. The casing structure is built to carry load, so heavier vehicles don't flex or wander under pressure. Dry grip, wet traction, light snow. It handles all three without asking you to compromise. And it backs all of that up with a 60,000-mile tread life warranty. That is a manufacturer putting real skin in the game. Early buyers are rating it a perfect 5 out of 5. 2 reviews is a small sample, sure, but 0 complaints on a budget tire is a signal worth respecting. For under $90, the Ridgecrawler HT02 is the clearest value in this entire lineup. This is the one you put in your cart. So here is where it all shakes out. If highway drone is grinding you down on a daily commute, the Ridgecrawler HT02 wins on pure value. Under $90, low noise, solid owner feedback. Hard to argue, but if you are logging serious highway miles and tread longevity is the priority, the mid-tier pick holds its own longer. You pay more upfront and you feel it less over 2 years. That trade-off is real. Now the top pick, and this is where we investigated, so you do not have to, it solves all 3. Quieter cabin, deeper tread life, and a price that does not punish you for wanting the best. That is not marketing. That is what the data keeps pointing back to. The wrong tire cost you twice. The right one you forget about. Coming in at number 1, here is exactly why it earned it. There it is. Every tire on this list earns its spot. But if you are only buying one, the number 1 pick is the one that does not make you compromise. Highway manners, off-road grip, long tread life. It delivers all 3. The question we get most, do I really need a highway-rated all-terrain? Yes, your commute is not a trail. Your tire should handle both without punishing you for one. Do not let a wrong spec eat your budget twice. Links are in the description. Check current prices before you add to cart. Links are below. Check every price before you commit. Subscribe so the next bad tire never finds your wallet. If this ranked you toward a decision, hit like. It tells us to keep doing the work.